I don't even know if this is gonna work. There's obviously like a delay. It says like on the screen, like why isn't this working? It says I'm live, but why is this? Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay, maybe not. What the heck is going on? Oh, there we go. Yeah. No ads? What? Looks like it's going to be that forever screen. Is that what is that what happens? Wow, look at that. Wow. Get out of here. Wow, look at that. That's a massive delay. Holy crap. Check it out. That's insane. All right. How do I say this? All right. So it looks like the stream is kind of choppy. I'm not exactly sure why. Might have something to do with the fact that I've got like 1,000 devices on right now. Maybe what I should do is shut off one. We'll try that. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to throw ads on there, but I think I messed up. So anyways, we've got a live unboxing today. There was supposed to be a package delivered here from Habao. It's weird, right? Because the package was actually supposed to be delivered today, but they made a fake delivery attempt yesterday. And what I mean by fake was that they said like they were going to deliver the package, or they tried, and in reality what it was it was actually the size of the box. So the size of the box apparently was a little bit too big. It really didn't have anything to do with the weight of the box. It just had to do with the size. So I figured I would do a live unboxing, COVID and coffee. We'll see what's inside this box right here from the company Habao on the side here. This is just obviously a general box. So on the side here, for my, I guess, endeavor or whatever to try to go on road, we've got the Hyper GT-B on-road long chassis. So I suspect I know exactly what's going on here. So most likely everything that I ordered is actually inside this box. So we're going to find out what's inside the box. Figured I would check in, COVID and coffee. It seems like the stream is very crappy, which is kind of weird. Why is the screen such junk? You watched an ad played? Really? That's weird. All right, so an ad played? All right. I don't even know, like, seriously. All right, so this is where I still don't know how this YouTube stuff works. Now, I've been doing YouTube for how long? And I still don't get the ins and outs. And maybe I could be, like, missing stuff, but in reality, should I really care? Because I'm just having a blast. And like I'm saying, the whole point is just to get out there and rip it. The whole point is to try and throw a smile on your face. As long as you're not hurting anybody, man, have at it. You know what I mean? Have a good time. You know, pay attention to family first, friends, job, all that other stuff. All that stuff can come later. So we're going to see what's inside this box. Like I said, what is that what Kevin Talbot says? Enough waffle. So, enough of that waffle stuff. So, I do have my knife somewhere. I took it out of my pocket. Nice. I took the knife out of my pocket. And I don't even know where I put it now. Sweet. Oh, here it is. All right. So, this is my favorite knife right here. This should not be an issue, this being on YouTube. This is what I use to unbox. I'm going to have my iPad with me right here so that hopefully I can, like, see comments and stuff like that while it's filming. And I'm sure we'll get the typical stream dump out, because that's literally always what happens. But I'll try to keep this in frame. Yeah, so let's see actually what's inside this box from a company called Habao. So they're a company that's based out of Taiwan. I've been dealing with Habao for quite a while now. It's been a couple of years. And this company right here, the products that they have, what people don't understand is that this company used to make on-foot stuff. So They went off on their own, and I think they have a very good product, which is why I keep turning to this company right here. So we'll see what's inside of here. There might be a packing list. I really don't know how this is going to work out. So I don't know if there's like addresses and all that stuff. Nice! Oh yeah! Holy smokes! All right, got a couple of things here. So like I was saying, with my endeavor for speed, I've been very happy with how and right away, right there is something that's going to help this speed issue. So right here, what's the first thing that I see is this piece right here. Now, one of the great things about this is I'm going to be able to measure all of these parts to basically find out what's going to fit where inside other vehicles. Obviously, you know what this is. This is a spool. So, and the spool was obviously to be able to give me a, you know, more direct drive in between the front and the rear. So we got that right here. So we got a spool. We've got now this is one of their super upgraded differentials, whether if it's front or back. This is a hot item, and there's actually there's a car in here. There's a car in here. So this is the other differential, same exact thing, basic same part number. These are obviously crash parts. You consider these crash parts. These are obviously the bumpers, in case there's an issue. Same thing right here. These are also considered, in a sense, crash parts. So if I wipe out the front end while I'm going fast, I'll at least have replacements to keep moving forward. We got a couple of wings here, just in case I smash one off. We got pinions, dog bones, more dog bones, extended dog bones. These are obviously front and rear dog bones for the center. I believe when I go with the spool, these were the dog bones that are needed because it's changing the length, I guess, between the front and the rear differential. This piece right here, what do we got here? Wheel hex. This must be an extended wheel hex. It's in that like bronze or burnt orange or whatever kind of color. It's actually a real sharp looking part. This is, believe that my intent with this part was actually for the ARRMA Mojave conversion. I do have other parts, but I did want to get a different hex, so I got that right there. This is now the re-updated knuckle arm that is for the MT+2, and I'm not sure if it goes on the Sport too. That's something that I'm actually going to check. But this should be the updated version of that knuckle because there was a slight design flaw in this to where if you used their factory wheel, you ended up with a conflict. So they took care of all the people, like literally everybody got to keep their part so they could still use it, but they were sent out the brand new updated steering knuckle arm for that MT+2, which was an upgrade. But another differential, same exact thing, just basically an all steel and metal upgrade or all metal upgrade. Again, this was the possibility of throwing in for a speed car. This is obviously not the differential, I'm sorry, this is the center diff. So we're going like a multiple different route way. You can see the difference between this right here and the spool. You can see that the spool is actually very slightly longer. So hopefully I'm trying to keep this in shot here. And then, yeah, guy, check that out. You want to talk about having some Habao stickers? Now we've got some Habao stickers. So Beautiful. This was what I wanted. Forget all the rest of this. We're out of here. That's it. All right, we're going to end the stream. Found what I wanted. Found the stickers. So, this is just another spool, again, for another application or a possible another application. Just another spool. And what I thought was great about the spool was the part number. Check out what that part number is. 0069. And yes, so I also wanted to try out, so Habao actually has Habao branded tool sets. And what I really, again, really liked about this tool set, look at the reach. This is an extended reach driver. And I just saw this and I was just like, yep, definitely sometimes can use that extended reach. So we're going to try these. We're going to do actually a review on these tools right here. Then also, similar situation, but this is a kit. So this is a kit that they have, which basically has the nut drivers, has all the different sizes of the hexes, and then a nice cushion grip handle. And I believe it's also what they call that quick change. So we'll be checking that out right there. Again, bunch of pinions. We got chassis stiffeners. So these are chassis stiffeners for the EP. So these are chassis stiffeners for the EP. We got a couple of servos. So this is obviously their 7.4 volt coreless digital servo with metal gears. Again, I already know what this is going in. This is most likely going to be for a vehicle or a project that I've got coming up. Again, whole bunch of just different spur gears. Now, there's something in here that I ordered. It's actually right here. It's again, it's a little bit of a, it's a little bit of like a trial or a test or a project. This is actually like to feel the weight of this piece. This is a CNC lightweight front shock tower. The weight of this thing, I mean, I swear to God, the package weighs more than the part. This doesn't even feel like there's actually anything in this bag. Again, pinions, like I was saying, these pinions are actually a very high quality pinion. So we're going to be swapping out a lot of vehicles and using out these pinions right here to put things to the test. More dog bones. Now, this was a part, and I did get a couple of them. This was a part that, again, this was like a trial. This is actually a 2-speed. Basically, this is like that 2-speed differential, right? So it's that trial process where they're giving you the gears, they're giving you possibly the ability to be able to, not 2-speed, but it was just something that I had to try. I wanted to see if I could throw it in, see if I could modify stuff. It also gives you that different size ratio to deal with. I got a couple of those. Again, we got more drivers again. These were just basically spare drivers, spare items. Basically to give a review on these and see how these are. I definitely suspect that I'm going to be very happy with these drivers. We'll have a kit, obviously, that I can now have inside the truck, or we can have like a go-to kit, or whatever you want to call it. So we got that. Another differential, all steel, same thing, spare parts. Inside of here, now this right here is actually for my, VT. So what this is, or actually, sorry, for my VS. This is for the VS. So these are actually graphite plate stiffeners. So these actually bolt right onto the arms to increase the rigidity of the actual arm itself. Same thing right here. This is also for the VS chassis arm stiffeners. Again, bunch of pinions. CNC lightweight hubs for the VT steering knuckle set. So that was actually a nice upgrade for the VT. These are Ackerman arms, various different sizes, and it was again just to give a try for the various sizes of Ackerman arms for the Habao MT. This right here, this is also an aluminum. This is rear. This is an aluminum hub. Again, the whole point of all of this is to try different products and see kind of, you know, possibly what other vehicles things can maybe fit on. And we've got another 2-speed diff. All this stuff is very high quality and lightweight. More pinions, pinions and dog bones, because all this stuff always breaks. Now, here you go. That's a pinion right there. 21 tooth pinion. This is a chassis brace. Ultra lightweight chassis brace. I believe this is also for my VT. This is the, I believe this was the servo plate, right? Yeah, this was the top plate for the GTB. So there's obviously a GTB in this box. And this is part of the upgrade process for the GTB, which that's also what this is also an upgraded piece for the GTB. More pinions. Now, this is a chassis. This is an ultra high performance, lightweight, long extended chassis. Again, the whole point was to try to go fast in that smaller form factor. And if you look at the way that the chassis is milled out, you can see that this chassis itself is very rigid and ultra lightweight. So, got that chassis right there. We got another chassis right here, which is actually their shorter layout or shorter platform. So basically, it's the same thing. If I can show you, it's basically the same thing, except you've got the short chassis and you got the long chassis, which actually goes this way, like that. So, just different options, trying to figure out what goes where and what can work with what. So this will obviously be possibly creating a vehicle and or maybe crash parts. Right in here, these are upgraded shock caps. These are very ultra lightweight. Again, that same one piece, just crazy shock caps. So we got those right there. We got, again, crash parts. This is basically just the front bumper in case of a crash. It's usually what's going to smash off. Got another servo. More pinions, more shock caps, more Ackerman arms. More pinions. And then this right here. Oh, this is a part that is basically, it's a hobby wing ESC and technically, in a sense, a motor, but it's a bow motor. So we've got it's either a 2000 or a 2200 kV motor with a 150 amp ESC or 160. Can't see that. So 150 amp ESC with a dual XT90 plug. So yeah, there you go. 2000 kV motor set. Basically, like we all know, this is a rebranded hobby wing. So we've got this piece right here. This is obviously for a project as well. Now on this side right here, again, we have crash parts. In a sense, this is a clear Habao VT body or GTB. No, this is a GTB body, right? No, this is the long chassis body, right? All right, so this is the body for the long chassis for the GTB right here. Pretty sure, I don't remember whether if that's a short or a long chassis. Then right here, we've got the painted optional smoke and or silver colored VT body, again, possibly a crash item or just an optional body to throw on. This may become kind of a sponsored body, is the possibility for this vehicle right here for going fast. I needed a separate body, one that was being less destroyed, maybe one that was able to display, you know, people and different products and things that are actually used in that plight to go fast. This is an optional GTB body. I believe this is the short version. So here's the long version of the GTB. So when I line up the wheel wells, so the front wheel well is pretty much lined up, and you can see that the GTB long chassis is actually quite a bit longer than the factory body. So this is obviously the same thing like the gray body. Comes with stickers. So, you know, we're all waiting for those right here. Then we've got another body right here. So this is another clear, short GTB body. Again, same thing. We'll be able to throw on a different color. And then this vehicle right here, same exact situation. Kind of a sponsored looking kind of body is the intent with this vehicle right here. Is that the G? Yeah, it's a GTB. Then one more body right here. It looks like a couple of other things kind of fell. This is a clear VT body. And obviously this is going to be painted to whatever I decide to paint it to. Obviously all the masks and stickers are still here. It's just a regular clear body from Habao. Then more stuff. Another 2-speed spool. So again, it was just basically being able to have the parts to be able to possibly modify. Just check out, like try to figure things out. Different length. Actually, these are CVDs. So these are CVDs. Forget what this was for. No, this is a center. This is a center drive shaft. I actually forget which one this one was for. And then again, another set. Basically, it's that revised set. It's the OP0138, and it's that upgraded CNC knuckle for the Hyper MT. And like I said, I still want to check and see if it fits on the Sport. That's why I've got a second one. Now, this right here, oh, got another pinion. This is the last thing in the box. Another box. Let's see what we got here. All right. Now we can move you down. So this is a box within a box. So you can see right there, we've got now, for the channel, we have the Hyper GT, which is obviously a 1/8 four-wheel drive on-road car. Again, trying to work with the speed that I have very much been enjoying. This is obviously from Habao. It comes in obviously 2 platforms. You can obviously get the Nitro version, which Chef Beardsley would probably absolutely love. And there's also the electric version, which might be on the other side. Right there, the electric version of that GTB from Habao. This is the short chassis version, which will be nice because I will be able to. So here we go. So it's funny, it's actually not saying which body it is, but what I did know was that this was the 80% kit. So obviously now you know why we've got a set of electronics to go ahead and throw into this 80% kit. I already do have a transmitter and receiver that is a Habao for this particular vehicle. So we'll leave this as a separate what's in the box. So that's it. So that is what came in that box, and apparently it was the reason why they couldn't deliver it or whatever, because they were saying like the box was too big to put inside the truck, which didn't really make any sense. So anyways, that was it. Basically, I guess you want to say maybe a short COVID and coffee, what's in the box. I'm going to hang out for, obviously, for a little bit here. Maybe I'll sit down. Oh no. What happened to my stand? Oh, there we go. Alright. So where are we? Got a lot of things. You can't even see me. Nice. Maybe set it up like that. Guess that works. Something like that. I'm just going to jump into the chat real quick. See how everybody's doing. Have a ton of stuff to do today. Finally going to get back onto the EPX. Or how should I say, finally going to get to the EPX. There's so many things that I actually think I'm going to have to do something that I absolutely hate doing. That's making I think I'm going to have to make a list for myself to start checking off items. To start making more content, more videos, because just have to, man. I've got the stuff. Now it's time to put more work into it. And that's the part that I think that's frustrating for me is like, I hate sitting down. So even though I sit down during a live stream, I don't know, man. For some reason, the live streams seem to go by like wicked fast. RC guy, right, dude, almost, when you think about it. Sergeant J, I'm already jealous and haven't even seen what's in the box yet, guy. Hey, you know what I'm telling you. I've jumped on with Habao or to Habao because I like what their products are. And yes, it's a company that's based in Taiwan. None of that stuff bothers me because I'm liking the product. A lot of people are like, America, America. It's just like, dude, nothing is made in America anymore. So it's like, when you think about this product, this is from Taiwan. So this is I want to say I'll get myself in trouble by saying it's a better product, but we do know that, there are times when, depending upon where a product may be coming from, there might be a different level of either care or quality control or whatever. And nothing is perfect. I mean, come on. We've got the ARRMA EXP with major differential issues, which is a combination of probably quality control and maybe slightly faulty parts. I'm not exactly sure yet. Obviously, all the RC drivers have been figuring it out. Earl Moorhead pretty much, I think, squared it away. So if you want to jump on Earl Moorhead's channel and check out his latest EXP stuff, I think he's pretty much got it squared away to where possibly it's not breaking anymore. But I think he still needs to do a disassembly, even though he did a rip and did a pretty good beatdown rip on that rear end. When you're hitting 8S and you're tagging that ground with power on a landing, if you don't do damage to your rear diff, then yeah. So go check out his channel. ARRMA Army, I think he said. What's wrong with Taiwan? Nothing. Absolutely nothing's wrong with Taiwan. You're not paying attention to what I'm saying, guy. It doesn't matter where you get products from. You get products from the United States and things can be junk. I mean, come on. I think it was the United States that sold the pet rock, right? We'll just pause on that one right there. I think in the United States is where we came up with the pet rock. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The pet rock. Come on. When are we gonna see the EXB? I could go downstairs and show you the EXB right now, but most likely I would lose internet connection. For some odd reason, I think my router, which is basically right behind me, I think I'm having issues with the router. I think that router is obviously on 24/7. Actually, let's call it 25/8. And I think it's starting to crap out because, granted, while this stream hasn't died yet, I have a gigabit connection, and this stream to me looks like junk. It looks like we're working on 20 frames per second here, or 12 frames per second. You like your pet rock because it's still alive? Right. But think about it, though. Wasn't it the United States that came up with the idea of the pet rock? Are you kidding me? I think they even came up with that invisible leash or invisible pet. It was a leash that was shaped like made it look like you had a pet on a leash, and people bought it. What is wrong with America? The stupid stuff we buy. What the heck? At least with this, we're getting products, at least I am, getting some products from Taiwan, from that company Habao, and I'm telling you right now, I am pumped. I'm psyched. Earl Moorhead basically got me, in a sense, attached to this thing called speed, and while my form of speed is limited, not limitless, my form of speed is limited at the moment. What I do need to do is I do need to get a limitless. The problem that I'm also facing is just because I get a limitless doesn't mean I'm going to be able to go fast, because there's a number of reasons. Number one, knowledge. Knowledge of how to go fast. While it's on the internet and I could learn that way, it's going to be a slow process for me because I'm really not interested in doing it that way. I want to figure it out. And having somebody, and you guys got to live with it. I am going to plug Earl Moorhead's channel because I think the back and forth stuff that we've had has been like a literal double thumbs up. So I'm having such a blast, man. I'm telling you, I wish either or. I don't want to go over there because it's too hot. I think Earl should come over here. But I mean, we are think about it, we're having a blast doing this. You know, this is, you want to talk about putting a smile on your face, man. This hobby is putting a massive smile on my face right now. And I just want everybody else to, I want everybody else to get into it. I want everybody else to, enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's a stinking blast to get out there and point blank rip it. Oh no, Super Drake, your pet rock died. Oh man. With Limitless, you just gotta rip it to learn, right? But here's the issue that I suffer. So I live in, you guys probably already know, maybe by my accent. I live in New England, and one of the things that New England is very famously known for is having crappy roads. We have exorbitant taxes, but we also have probably the most crappiest roads around. Like when we drive, Long Pond Road is right down the street from me, and I'm telling you right now, Long Pond Road is a long road of just crap. I mean, I should take a video of how crappy this road is. It's almost like I'm going down a backwood redneck, gravel or dirt road. That's how bad it is. It's not a dirt road, it's paved. But it would probably be in better condition if it was dirt. I mean, man, that road is nasty. It has got and I'm not kidding. It's got to have over 1,000 patches on it. I could literally probably spend the day counting how many times this road has been patched. It's they just don't want to put the money, even though we're paying I think my taxes for the year are over $8,000 a year for taxes. And I don't have a massive house, massive property. $8,000 over? I think it's 82 or something like that. $8,200 in taxes a year or somewhere. It might be more than that. I forget what the most recent tax bill was, but what the heck? For what? What is the 8 grand going, you know? I don't know. Try California roads. I've been on smoother dirt roads with rocks. Nice. Let's put it this way. I've been on smoother railroad tracks. How about that, Earl? Maybe that's kicking it up a notch. I've been on smoother railroad tracks. And I'm not talking about a train. I'm talking about taking your car and driving it on the railroad tracks. I think it's been smoother. Like EXP, right, needs to come out of... Yeah, it will. It definitely will. Yeah. Ah, Trash Ninja Man. I'm sorry, I didn't even see it. Crap. Who's in here? We got 34 stinking people in here? Green Frog, what's going on, brother? How are you? Who else is here? It's Super Drake, Shade Tree. Come to Kentucky, you'll see why everybody has 36-inch tires, right? Dude, you know what eventually I want to do? If things go the way I want for this channel, I actually want to travel to see people. Like, I want to load up whatever vehicle I have. Obviously, it's going to have to be a truck. I want to load up my truck with all my RC stuff, all my camera gear. Obviously, I'll have to figure out bringing my computer. And I basically just want to let my daughter stay here. My wife and I just take off. What would probably work really well is if we bought like a RV or something. Like trade in, like I have a travel trailer. Maybe trade in the travel trailer towards a driving RV. Kind of like what CCXRC has. I love that idea, man. That seems like a stinking great idea. And what I would love to do is I would love to start traveling and meet people. Like, let's just say, like, how about if it was called like a subscriber meet and greet? Like, you know, figure out like who lives where in a certain safe way. And then just try to like meet up in a central location and just like make a path. Like just basically go from, I'm obviously what's called East Coast, and basically just drive to West Coast. I mean, just see what's out there. Just go meet people, you know, make like a path, you know, come across like, you know, from where I am, basically just head to California and then kind of try to backtrack and make a route maybe down to Florida and then come up the coastline. Because like obviously I'd have to go see Chef Beardsley. I would definitely have to go and see him. I think I'd have to obviously figure out how to see all the moderators. So obviously all the moderators that are on the channel, Justin, I'm actually Jo. Actually, I don't remember where you said you live, but don't say it on here. You can send me a personal message of where you live, but I'd love to figure that out. I'd love to just jump in an RV and just bam. I'd definitely have to have an RV that's got the garage in the back, though. That would be sweet. That would be awesome. I should like get rid of all my cars. I don't want to get rid of my Camaro though. That'll have to stay here. Get rid of my Trans Am. Get rid of everything that I've got. I'd feel bad getting rid of Big Black. I don't think I could get rid of Big Black. And the Tracker too. I can't get rid of it. Ah, man. Makes it tough. You know what I'm saying? But I'd love to do that. I'd love to figure out taking a trip, obviously with my wife, and us just go. Spend like, what would it, do you think like it would take like 2 weeks to like go from here to like California and then make a trip back? I think that would be like probably a 2-week trip, right? I don't see why, I actually don't see why we couldn't do it. It's just, it's the RV that's the biggest issue. My parents have an RV, but nah. I have to have my own. I'm not going to rent. So, Maybe that's something that I should explore. I think that would be cool, man. I'd love to meet all you guys. And granted, I won't be able to meet you guys that are across the pond. That's a different story. Probably half of you guys on here are from across the pond. You're like, dude, how are you going to come over to where I am? Like, I know Sergeant J, if Sergeant J is still here, Sergeant J's from across the pond. And I think RC Master is as well. Toy hauler, right. Dude, a toy hauler. That'd be stinking awesome. You did the drag race circuit, Earl? Wow, you traveled in a 27-foot RV for a year? Holy smokes, that is stinking awesome. GRC, what's going on, guy? In the background, working and listening. Bam. 31 people in the chat. If you go on a vacation, take your time, relax, and your wife enjoy the sights. Go down to California, Yosemite National. Right. I'd love to like figure that. I'd love to figure this out. You got to do it the way I look at it, right? And I actually want it to be RC based. I know that sounds messed up, but I'd want to take the trip and figure out, you know, meeting people and like film the entire thing. I think it would be a blast. It really would. Like when I stare off, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but when I stare off, I'm literally like envisioning the trip. I think it would be awesome. Yeah, it'll probably never happen, but it sounds good anyway. Kurtz RC, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for dropping by. Right, so like right now would be the time to go, right? Your cowboy jersey been all over in every picture. That's awesome. Dude, right. Rock crawling station, drag strip. Dude, it would be awesome. Mohammed, what's going on, guy? How are you? Right. Well, all the days technically would be for the both of us. But I get what you're saying, Big Muscle. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. I'm like seeing it, and sometimes you just gotta make the move. You just gotta do it. But man, that'd be tough. But imagine that though. It's at least it's a good thought. Going away for 2 weeks. Just literally you know what, honey? Monday we're taking off, or Sunday we're taking off, and we're gonna just make our way to California, and then we'll make our way back. You know, we'll do like that, you know, come across the top of the country, United States, kind of like hook a left, come down like California. You know, we'll go like towards like maybe that Washington, something like that. I don't know. I've never done anything like that before. I joke, right? I joke a lot of times. So I've actually never, well, that's not true. The first time that I drove to New Hampshire, I drove to Maine by accident. I wasn't paying attention to the signs, and apparently I stayed right when I should have went left, and I ended up in Maine, like hours into Maine, not realizing it. Like I totally missed everything, and that was obviously back when there was no GPS, and it was at nighttime, so I know why I missed the veer off of ending up in Maine instead of being in New Hampshire. I've been to Vermont. I've been to New York. Most of the time, it's basically just driving through the state. But I really have never been anywhere. I drove to Florida, pulling our travel trailer, Big Black, drove to Florida. We stayed at that, what is that? It's like a RV place at Disney. I forget what it's called. But I drove the travel trailer all the way down. Well, you know, I towed the travel trailer all the way down there. All 5 kids in the truck. Dude, it was insane. It was a blast though. It was a blast. Yeah. That was a fun time, man. What's funny is you miss being able to do stuff like that. Certain amounts of freedom, you know what I mean? And now that it's literally, when you think about it, even though my daughter still lives here, it's still, there's a responsibility that, you know, we still have here. We have animals. And still, you know, there's a responsibility. You can't just always up and pick up, or up and go, or pick up and go, or whatever you want to call it. So, but yeah, COVID and coffee, what's in the box? A whole ton of stuff. That was awesome. That was a good amount of stuff in that box, man. I'm definitely looking forward to ripping these RCs, getting more speed, creating a car. I do want to create a vehicle. We're going to see if I can create something using that chassis. You know, it's obviously it's the smaller scale chassis, but definitely looking forward to doing a what's in the box of that GTB. That is a 80% roller. I can't wait to see what's in that. Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Obviously, I know right off the wheels I'm going to have to put on it are obviously going to be the Debu Tunes. I'm already very familiar with those on-road wheels. They're more of a touring wheel. They like to expand. They like to expand, I think, like 40-something miles an hour. I think it was like 45 or something like that, or 47. And they were already egg shaving, pizza cutting. Not really, but close enough. Starting to rub the body, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting ride. You know, a lot of projects coming up. I got to tear down the Mojave. Earl's actually been kind of like poking me at that, saying, you got to tear that Mojave down because everything that Mojave has been through, and I'm saying Mojave right now, I go back and forth calling it a Mojave and Mojave, but everything that vehicle has been through, man, and to have zero maintenance on that thing, how is that Mojave hanging on? I mean, when I open those front and rear diffs, there's no way that those diffs aren't a night. Like, how do I explain it? How do I explain how resilient that Mojave is? How is that thing still alive? We finally got to the point of where the passenger side rear wheel finally basically rounded out the wheel's hex because I didn't put Loctite on the nut, and it obviously probably just spun free or whatever, or it was just too much torque or whatever, you know, going to those rear wheels. But with zero maintenance on that vehicle, how is it holding up? And if you think about it, think about Earl's Mojave. Earl's Mojave is on 8S. How are these holding up? That's ARRMA. And you want to talk about, you know, people joke and they go, oh, ARRMA tough. Dude, ARRMA tough, Mojave, that's all I can speak to right now. So I do definitely go along the lines of ARRMA tough. I don't have the experience with the other vehicles, but I am going to have the experience with the other vehicles. So we've got the Big Rock coming to the channel. I'm seriously thinking about getting one of the new Sentins because I like that Mojave-ish kind of platform, so I may get a Sentin as well. The Laser Nut's coming to the channel. The Outcast 8S is coming to the channel. Eventually there'll be Limitless, but I'm limited to where I can drive. And I just have to suck it up and maybe do like what Earl does and drive 100 miles to find a spot to rip it for 15 minutes and come back. I think that's the part that kills it. He drives 2 stinking hours. Do you guys realize that? Earl drives 2 hours to take his Limitless or his speed cars to a location that's safe to do those speed runs. The reason why he goes there is because he's talked about it before. The other end of that road is a dead end. So there technically really should be no traffic when he goes there to do his runs. So, but he drives 2 hours round trip. Now you want to talk about dedication, man? For doing speed runs and providing content for his channel, you want to know why his views are up? Look at his channel. Look at what he's doing. He's doing teardowns. He's doing speed runs. He's doing modifications. He's not standing there idle, basically like I have been lately. Been kind of like standing there idle in a sense. You know, I haven't been putting the content out. You gotta do it. You've gotta do it. It takes work, takes dedication, and I'm telling you right now, man, I don't know if I've got the dedication to drive round trip in 2 hours to run for 15 minutes. That's nuts. But that's Earl. So, right, 2 hours, crash 2 cars. Worth it 100%, you think? Yeah, I don't know, guy. Holy crap. Right, Crispies, you love your Sentin 3S? You do like it, right? Okay. Right, Mojave is like the missing link. Totally, man. It really is. Shade tree. Earl's got everything. It's just, what does he prefer to drive? Not a crawler. You've been playing with your Capra every day, man? That's awesome, man. Right, the need for speed at some point. You should do it. It's well worth it. It takes 4 days to drive ocean to ocean, so a 39-day trip. So take a what? 39 days, guy. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely. We'd have to figure out. We'd have to plan out a route. I know someone that did it, so which maybe I should pick his brain about it. So you know my friend. I've talked about him before. His name is Ed. He's 96 years old, and he's actually the one that I got the tracker off of. There's a big story that goes with that tracker. So that's why I'm saying that tracker most likely will never leave my side. There's a big story that goes with that tracker. At some point, I might share it. But that guy, he's 96 years old, and the things that, when you think about it, the things that his eyes have seen, I love talking to him. And he's, at his age, I swear his birth certificate is like 20 years off. And I know it's not, but I swear it is. His brain is on point. His body is like right there. Like, I mean, at 96 years old, man, I hope I am the same way that he is at 86 years old. Well, let's say 76 years old. I don't know how long I'm going to live for. I suspect not very long. But, yeah, that is what it is. But yeah, the stuff that his eyes have seen, and I definitely recommend this. So there's 36 people on here. Take the time at some point and talk to the older people, because the knowledge that they have and the things that they've seen and the changes that their eyes and that they have seen is absolutely incredible. It really is. I've done a lot of stuff for older people, and kind of like that, kind of like a handyman kind of thing, kind of. I basically just, you know, I do whatever. You call me up, you need help, I'm right there. So that's kind of how I've geared things lately. You know, you need some help, I'm right here. Doesn't matter what it is. So I've changed smoke detector batteries. Like, I mean, and the lady's like, how much? And I'm like, how can I justify changing out your smoke detector batteries? I'm like, I ain't gonna charge you nothing. Come on. That's my time. I'll chalk that up as to, that's my time. I do what I want with my time. So, but take a chance or take the time and talk to some of the older people, man. They've seen a lot of stuff, especially this guy, and he's traveled. So he used, you know, he lives in still Massachusetts, and he has traveled the United States. He's got a roadmap that basically he drew it with a marker, the amount of times that he's traveled, basically the circumference or the outside of the United States, and then made like little other paths each time that he changed direction. You know, going out again, he'd change a different direction and choose a different path, and that might be somebody that I want to talk to, so, concerning that. But anyways, I think I'm going to end this COVID and coffee where we are right here. I am absolutely amazed that this COVID and coffee stream did not dump out. So what do we do today? Basically, it was a COVID and coffee, what's in the box. I got a Habao box that was supposed to come today / yesterday, blah, blah, whatever. There's a couple of things that came in that box, and I am definitely super pumped to do another what's in the box of the 80% GTB kit that came from Habao. So we're going to do a what's in the box in that. Got a ton of stuff I got to do today, so that's why I'm going to cut this stream short. Basically, I'm just going to jump in the chat right now, say hello to everybody, and basically say we're out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I think we're only at, what, 1 thumbs up right now? Where are we on thumbs ups on this? Anything good? I don't even know how to find it. Let's see. How do I find my own thing? There it is. How many thumbs up do we have? Do I have anything? It won't even refresh. I can't even tell how many thumbs ups there are. But anyways, if you haven't thumbs upped, do me a favor, and on your way out, just, if you like the channel, give me a thumbs up. Share it. The channel's been taken off. I think I'm at 4,700 subscribers right now, which, think about that number. 4,700. 4,700 people that basically took the time out of their day to give me a thumbs up, maybe, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully bell notifications. It blows my mind. It really does. It's insane. It really is. And I am definitely appreciative of all you guys. I'm telling you. I love doing these lives because, like, I joke about it, right? I'm like, you know, you guys are all over my house. Well, technically, you really are. You are inside my house. You're in my kitchen. This is my kitchen. Here's my living room, right? Well, you can't see it because the computer's there. But you're in my house. We're having a blast, I hope. I know I am. I always talk about getting out there and rip it. I'm going to switch the camera around. I always talk about getting out there and rip it. We got 34 thumbs up. Definitely appreciate that. We got 36 people in chat. Come on. Oh, I got 34 in the chat. All right, we got 34. Good enough. So that means at least we're like even. So I see you see 11. Right, there's 34. Right, Keith. Yeah, well, let's put it this way. I love the fact that my wife lets me do what I'm doing in the backyard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, being able to just, like, Casey Benson Casey Benson like had he said it in a pretty cool way. He was like, man, he was like, it is awesome that you can literally just walk out your back door and go actually rip almost any RC that you've got on your, well, off-road. Any RC off-road that you can, like, right there. And I definitely have to say, I definitely feel fortunate to be able to have that. And, you know, publicly I'll say very much thank you to my wife. She's a very hard worker. And for us to be able to, or for her to allow me to do what I did to that backyard, I love her for that. Are you kidding me? Come on. You know what I mean? And I know she wants other things squared away, and they will get squared away. But, yeah, I'm definitely thankful to her. And I'm thankful to Big Black. If I didn't have Big Black, that backyard track wouldn't be here either. Because that Big Black, getting Big Black to that backyard track and using my Fisher plow, seeing that we don't have snow anymore. Dude, we haven't had any snow. So I might as well use the plow for something, right? Sitting on the truck. So, yeah. I'm just, I want this for everybody. See this smile? I'm telling you. In a world that we're living in with just so much garbage that's going on, you have to somehow have some kind of enjoyment. And if you're not into the RC hobby, which most of all you guys probably are, but this is obviously speaking to maybe somehow if somebody like jumped onto the stream and like actually survived the hour that the stream has been going. If you're not into the RC hobby, give it a shot. You might like it. You definitely might like it. It might put a smile on your face. It might bend you out of shape too a couple of times when you've got to deal with certain companies and warranty support. But anyways, it is what it is. I'm out of here. I got a bunch of stuff to do today. I got to clean up that mess. I got to reorganize the shop because now there's just too much stuff. So I always say get out and rip it because point blank, that is what you should do. I got to let the dogs in because they're dying outside. It's like, Alexa, what's the temperature today?
Right now, it's 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 91 degrees.
Right, so 83 and 91, but what you're not realizing is the humidity. I wonder if, will Alexa know what the humidity is? Alexa, what's the humidity for today?
Currently, the humidity is 73%.
Wow, I didn't think it could do that. I never tried. Alexa, where is the tide for my location?
Time from United States.
Oh, it didn't hear what I said. I see, send that box on over to me and I'll send you a picture of a big smile on my face. Dude, hey, dude, I wouldn't mind, man. Your wife and I shared house and garage, waiting on our own house. We had a buddy's quad in pieces in the dining room table, dude. Right now, check it out. I'm not joking when I talk about this stuff. I know I just gave you guys a run. So this is all right. Look at this. See this wire? That's something I got to make sure that I take care of. But look at this. This is our dining room table. This is our dining room floor. This is pile of XMAXX still. And my wife is, well, I mean, she's how do I say she's okay with it? She wants me to reorganize it, and I will. Even cut, dude, piles of stuff everywhere. Got the phaser pile right there with camera gear. Got the remotes, like, I got my drill on the dining room table. I got piles of XMAXX. I got game changer stuff going on right there. XMAXX, rotate my device, it's already rotated. But I mean, this has been sitting here for like, I don't know, 2 days or something. I think it's probably time to square this away so that my wife stays happy with me. You know what I mean? And I got right here, there's another box. That's actually for the Rally Car Challenge. That's actually the body that's going on that vehicle right there, which is the phaser kit. So if you don't know anything about the Rally Car Challenge, hit up JORC or, you know, look on my channel for the Rally Car Challenge. Also the Facebook RC Guy Garage. It's actually two RC Guy Garages. One is my personal RC Guy Garage page, and then the other one is my group page, which it's all capital letters, RC Guy Garage. And right now we've got a red Blazer. It's Brandon's truck as the photograph for the channel. So I'll probably end up doing maybe like another favorite picture Friday this Friday. So I kind of want to get on those lines of doing maybe, like I said, maybe reserve Friday for favorite picture Friday. And what that is basically everybody enters their vehicle and we'll see. I basically randomly pick, using one of those number generators, I'll randomly pick like the number. So like I'll count out how many photos are in there. So counting from the top, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then I go into the random generator and I put how many, you know, 1 to whatever, and then randomly generate, hit whatever number it is, and whatever photo it is, that's the photo that goes on the page for the Facebook RC Guy Garage. But this is a Datsun 240Z body that is for the Rally Car Challenge. That is something that's between JORC and I, but everybody is basically invited to be involved. There's obviously restrictions. Just check out that video, Rally Car Challenge from RC Guy Garage with JORC. I think that's how it's labeled. But yeah, that's it. I'm out of here. You should get out too and point blank rip it, right? Keep saying that. All right. Thank you, everybody. COVID and coffee. I'm out. I am, again, I always get myself in trouble by opening up my mouth and saying we'll do another StreamYard of Late Night Live with RC Guy Garage. And because right now StreamYard gave me a gift, I'm going to make use of that gift. So I will see you guys later on Late Night Live with RC Guy Garage on StreamYard. I'm out of here. Just get out and rip it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And I'm serious about, well, I'm serious in my head about doing that travel thing. I actually think it would be pretty cool. Don't you? All right. I'm out of here. Thanks, guys.